Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player prop bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. Alongside my co-host, Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville. Tyler, today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day, so why don't we give out our props talking like a pirate? Just kidding.
Arr.
Arrgh. We might have to walk the plank after yesterday's picks, though, Tyler. We were 0-2 on our main picks. Your bonus picks were great, though. They cashed.
Yeah.
However, nothing for me cashed yesterday, so I just had a really bad day. So today is a bounce-back Thursday for us. It's also Thirsty Thursday, and we've got some football tonight. We've got Jets and Patriots going at it tonight. If you haven't checked out our NFL content, we've got picks for you guys in tonight's NFL contest as well. But as always, we're back with our MLB picks, and this season heating up. We got teams clinching left and right. Last night, the Brew Crew, I don't know if you saw their celebration, and in fact, they had to bring in some non-alcoholic beer for Jackson Chourio, who cannot drink yet. He is 20 years old, so that was kind of funny. They brought it in on a stroller. It was cute. But also, the Yankees had a good game last night as well. They came away with the win. However, Judge didn't cash for me. He was 0 for 3, so that was a little disappointing on my front. But since I picked him yesterday, of course, he's going to go off today. I think that's just how it goes with me picking Aaron Judge lately. But we do have some good picks for you, as always, using that Props AI tool in the LineStar app. That's what helps us find the best value in the sports market for all of those prop bets, whether you're playing on Underdog Fantasy, PrizePicks, or any of the different sports books. It's a one-stop shop for all of your prop betting research needs, whether you're playing MLB, NFL, NBA is coming up soon, so make sure you lock in your subscription at linestarapp.com and check out that Props AI tool. And as always, our picks are available Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. If you download those apps for the first time, make sure to use the promo code LineStar so that you can get a deposit match, plus you'll also get 1 free month of LineStar. And if you can do us a huge favor right now before we get into it, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. It helps us out, but it also helps you out because every day on this show, we have our prop bets contest. If we go 2 for 2, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. We gave out $50 just the other day, so hopefully tomorrow's show will be giving out some money along with a nice money gun celebration. It is Thirsty Thursday, so let's go out there, win some beverage money, and talk like a pirate out there today. Arrgh. That was cheesy. All right, we'll just get into the picks then. Tyler, what's your MLB prop bet of the day?
I'm going to go to the Brew Crew in William Contreras over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. He has had a great season. He is back on fire. LineStar projections 2.2, consensus 2.1. He's been over in 55% of games this year. He is hitting .311 with a 222 ISO versus right-hand over the last 20 games. That comes with a 45% hard hit rate. And off Brandon Pfaff, he is 2 for 4. And Pfaff is allowing a 4.78 ERA to right-handed bats. Then Contreras is in a good spot. So let's go over.
All right, for my pick, today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. It is Thirsty Thursday. We got some NFL football on the slate today. It is also Patrick Corbin Day on the Hill, which means I am fading him and picking some players going up against him. We're going to start off with Cody Bellinger over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar's projection here for Belly is 3.6 of this category. He's been over 7 in the last 10 games, a 308 average over the last 7 days. And we're talking about a lefty bat that actually has better splits against left-handed pitching, in fact, a 290 average. He also qualifies top 15% barreled balls versus lefties over the last 14 days. So hitting the ball really well, and 8 for 20 against Patrick Corbin himself with a 400 average. Corbin has also worse splits on the road. This game is at Wrigley today, where he has a 6.58 ERA, 347 opponent average. Those are his road splits there. So not only are we dealing with a pitcher who, doesn't do as well against, other lefties, but we're also dealing with a guy who's kind of has struggled on the road before. And going up against a Cubs team that's a little scrappy, even though they're not really playing for anything right now. I mean, making the playoffs, I think, is like a you know what I mean. Small chance. Talking is hard today. It sounds like I was in the Brew Crew last night celebrating, but I was not. Anyways, the Washington bullpen 30th versus lefty bats as well. So we've also got that going for us tonight. So if you're looking for some bats tonight, I like the Cubs. I think they're in a good spot. I'll get into a couple other that I was looking at in their bonus, but Tyler, why don't you take it away with some of your bonus picks first?
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. We really haven't talked about him much this season. He hasn't been good, but over the last 20 games, he's hitting 344 versus right-handed pitching. Our LineStar projections 2.1. He's hitting 650 off of Ortiz and 6 plate attempts. I like the spot for Goldie.
All right. Goldie in a good spot for today. So some other bats that I was talking about. Ian Happ's always a good one for the Cubs. He is leadoff, so I love that spot too. We're getting some value there when he's bats leadoff. Projection for him, 2.7, 333 average last 7 days, top 30% against lefties, again, going up against Patrick Corbin. And with Happ being a righty bat, actually Corbin ranks 265th against righty bats. Washington bullpen 30th against switch hitter, which Happ is. And also Happ is much better at home at Wrigley Field where this game is being played, 861 OPS. You could also go Dansby Swanson as well, although he doesn't have as good of splits against Corbin. Decent sample size. I think he only has like a 250 average or so against him, so that's kind of why I shied away from them and focused on Bellinger and Happ. However, another one that I am also looking at, how about the hot bat of Corbin Carroll? Maybe over 1.5 bases or over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. I think you get a little more payout on the 1.5 bases, which is why I'm kind of leaning in that direction for us. But let's be safe and do 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs because that's what I looked up. LineStar's projection is 2.4. He's been over this 9 of 16 games in September, 350 average over the last week. And we're talking about a top 10% hitter versus right-handed pitching, 234 ISO, especially against righties. Now that 234, keep in mind MLB average is around 120 or considered good for that stat. And going up against Brewers righty Tobias Myers, who's a good pitcher, but he does give up worse splits to lefty bats, a 752 OPS. And Milwaukee's bullpen, 26 to lefty bats. And Arizona also right now, hot bats all around. They lead Major League Baseball in average, OBP, slugging, runs, RBI. You name it, they lead it. And the Brewers were out celebrating last night, so maybe a little hungover today. I don't know about you, Tyler, but after I go out at night, have a few beverages the next day, I'm not, operating at full capacity. So I don't know about these guys, but they might be a little sluggish today. What do you think?
Luckily, their youngest player can't even drink yet. So I think they might be good.
Yes, I'm sure that he refrained from all beverages. I'm sure. Okay.
Absolutely. Nobody
right.
drinks underage in this country.
So that's our picks for today. Of course, using that Props AI tool. But for our two main picks for today, what we are rolling with is William Contreras over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. And we're going also with Cody Bellinger over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But if you like a different combination, hey, do you pair them to the best of your abilities? Remember to bet responsibly. And if you like any of our picks, let us know in the comments because a comment enters you into that Prop Bets contest. If we go 2 for 2, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. Also, love to hear from you guys in terms of your locks for the day. A lot of you guys have been dropping some locks, and you guys been pretty profitable. I've been watching the comments. You guys are winning some money down there, so we love to hear from you guys as well. Now it's time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Thursday?
Well, it's getting a little colder out. Fall is creeping in, and we got to go to the polar bear. Pete Alonso, he has 5 home runs, and he's a 302 ISO versus right-handed pitching over the last 20 games, facing Walker, who's allowing a 247 ISO, a home run on 6.1% of plate attempts, 2 right-handed bats, and a 2.3 home run per 9 for him. I love picking on Walker today, and Pete hit one the other day. I think getting hot. Let's go, Pete.
Well, I feel bad picking on the Brew Crew yet again, even though it didn't fare well for me yesterday when I picked Bryce Harper for a home run. That didn't cash. In fact, I've been in a little bit of a drought. So I'm going to Joc Pederson, though, today. I think he's going to help get me out of this drought here today. I think he's in a very good spot. 22 home runs over the course of the year, but just one in September. However, this is a lefty bat with a 240 ISO against right-handed pitching. And in fact, 21 of his 22 home runs have come against righties. Today, he'll be facing Milwaukee Brewers righty Tobias Myers, who's giving up a 1.29 home run per 9 rate, which is on the higher side. And that Milwaukee bullpen ranks 26 versus left-handed pitching. As I said during the prop show, these guys were out celebrating because they clinched. And so, you know what? I think Joc Pederson, the Arizona Diamondbacks bats, might have a good time tonight. Maybe Joc Pederson goes yard for us. Young Joc for the home run tonight. Those are our home run calls. Remember to check out the MLB Dinger Report on the LineStar app. That's yet another tool on the LineStar app to help you pick home run calls. And you can also go taking the over on 1.5 bases or 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for some of the top players on the Dinger Report. Not a bad way to use that tool. For today's top 5 hitters on the main slate, we're looking at Rafael Devers, Kyle Schwarber, Ketel Marte, Pete Alonso, and Joc Pederson. Those are your top 5. So Tyler and I snuck in there with 2 of the 5 in our home run calls for today. So hopefully those guys can cash for us. If you're not feeling a home run, maybe an over 1.5 bases. Let's go get it out there today. Let us know what your locks are. And again, go check out our Thursday night football preview. We've got some picks for you there, plus touchdown calls. So, hey, maybe pair some baseball with some football picks. Do you have some fun out there? Good luck, everybody. Let's win some money. We'll see you guys tomorrow.